with some more ball exercises. So what we're going to do in this video is actually some bridging and some good butt and hamstring and leg work with the ball. So what I want you to do first is you're just going to lie on your backs, supine, with your legs on your ball. And I want you to get the ball close enough to your thighs that you can feel it kind of against the back of your thigh and on your calves. Not so much that you're like squeezing it in for dear life, just that you feel it against the back of your leg. And you're going to let your arms rest down by your sides. Now, for purposes of the video, I'm going to move my arms this way because I want you to see what my back is doing. So the first thing I want you to do in this position is literally press your calves into the ball, keep your abdominals in, squeeze your hamstrings and your butt a little, and just lift your hips off the ground maybe an inch or two. And what I want you to feel for here is that you're lifting both sides at the same time. So just a small lift, trying to get both legs to work at the same time. And come back down. And both sides of your butt. Most of us contract one side before the other, so we tend to lead our movement with either the right or the left leg. So just pay attention to that here. And that, Rome wasn't built in a day. You're not going to correct it all now. But if you're mindful and start to get the other side working, it'll just help balance things out. The next thing I want you to do from here is we're just going to build on that. So you're going to lift those hips up, start to straighten the knees, and come all the way up into a straight bridge. So pretty much going for a straight line from your feet to your neck. And you're going to come right back down, letting the knees bend. I'm keeping my lower back pretty neutral through this. You can curl through it, but I find that neutral bridging is much more useful for daily life. And again, pushing away with the legs into that ball, feeling the hamstrings work, feeling the butt work, feeling the chest open, the abdominals pulling in, and then coming down. One more time, coming up. And the ball's going to move, right? The ball's round. It's kind of the zen of working with the ball, is you can't stop it from being round. You just have to work with the roundness. And come back down. Now, you can play with this because I'm hoping that you're also using your arms. So as you come up and down, you're platforming from your shoulder girdle of your blades and your collarbones down through the back of the armpit, the wrist, and the elbow. Because then what I would like you to do is try no arms. So you're just going to hold the arms up to the ceiling, you're going to squeeze your shoulder blades a little bit, and you're going to lift up the same way. And it's going to be harder because you don't have the hands to push into. And come back down. So you really have to pull the shoulder blades down a little bit and try to get your stability from there as well as from the butt, the back, and the abs. And come back down. And you're going to do that one more time. You're going to lift up. And come on down. Now bring your arms down. And the next thing I want you to do is you're going to lift the butt up. Keep the arms platforming. And now press your left leg down a little bit and lift your right leg up. And then bring the right leg down, lift the left leg up. The left leg comes down, the right leg comes up. Trying to stay steady and even in the hips. And one more on each side. And last time. And come back down. Now, I want you to put the bottoms of your feet on the ball. And we're going to do a version of bridging that's going to work a little bit more into the calf muscles and the hamstrings. So from here, I would like your feet about hip bone width apart, which for most of you is going to be 8 to 10 inches. You're going to have your knees in line with your ankles. From here, you're just going to press the feet straight down. Feel like the knees are being pulled over the ball, hoisted by a winch. And you're going to lift those hips up till you're at the top of the bridge. And you're going to come back down. Now notice I'm not coming up until my neck is completely flat. I'm staying on my shoulder blades. Lift, butt, hamstrings, calf, back muscles, abs, shoulders and arms, coming down. And lift. Now there's stuff you can add to this. You can add knee folds if you want to work on stability. You can add hamstring curls. Again, working a little more on stability and leg strength. And come down. Now from here, I want you to move heels together, toes and knees apart. And you're going to open those knees like a diamond. And you're going to press those knees down and you're going to lift your butt up. And come back down. And the same thing, pressing the knees, lifting the hips, getting a little more into the external rotators here. Coming down, coming up one more time, lift. And then from here, straighten those knees. Stay externally rotated, squeeze and come back in. Push and in. One more squeeze, in and come down. Now, the last set is muscles that you never knew you had. Every time I do this, I'm reminded that they exist. I want you to bring your toes together, your knees together, and your heels apart like your knock-kneed. And I like to do all rotations and bridging because it gets different areas of your glutes, your inner thigh, your hamstrings, and the very, very important pelvic floor muscles that help keep us continent for the rest of our lives. So keep those knees together, and as you exhale, you're going to lift those hips up. And you're really going to feel the work in the inside of the back of the leg, and you're going to come back down. And again, you're going to exhale with that same sense of the knees reaching over the top of the ball. And you're going to come back down. And one more time, you're going to come up. And this time, you're going to straighten those knees. As you do so, the knees are going to come apart. And then they're going to come back together. They're going to come apart. And they're going to come back together one more time. Let them come apart. Let them come back together. Come down. And let your legs rest on the ball. At this point, do any kind of hamstring stretch that you like or that works for you. Sometimes at this point, I like to throw a fun one in. You can take your feet to the outside of your ball. This is going to work inner thighs and abs. And you're going to straighten those legs up towards the ceiling with the ball. Reach up your arms. Make sure you don't have breakable stuff around you. Drop the ball in your hands, opening those legs. Catch it. Catch it. Catch it. Just go with this a few times. You're going to get a nice inner thigh burn. Having the legs up and extended is going to stretch those hamstrings naturally. And bring those legs down. So I hope you enjoyed that little bridging series. It's a really good work for the butt. Plus it's just fun and interesting to just do it on the ball sometimes and work with a little bit of instability as opposed to just being on that stable floor. So have a great day. I'm still not a medical professional, just an exercise professional. So if you have any concerns about your body, I do recommend seeing a physician before starting any exercise program, mine included. Thanks for watching and have a great day.